As you can tell from the title of this video, I'll be just reviewing what transpired yesterday at the ANC media briefing that was at the Radisson Hotel in Umhlanga. Guys, I do not understand why the ANC called that press briefing, because whatever was said there, it's the thing that we already knew. But I think it was just by the rumor that started the whole of last week that the ANC was going to leave the GPU and join government with co-govern with the MK party. I think they did that rumor on purpose. I have to say it was on purpose, because if that rumor did not start, I don't think many of us were going to be there yesterday. Unamagugu Simelane made it clear that they were not going to be working with the MK party in KZN. I think it was the way she said it. It was feisty, it had authority. I think the MK party in KZN is still giving them sleepless nights. They are still on edge when it comes to MK party. Remember, we have by-elections at Umsunduzi municipality on the 18th of December. Umsunduzi is run by ANC, so it's going to be another test for the MK party if they will win Ward 2 in Umsunduzi. And we have the local government elections that are coming in about 16 months. So MK party is still giving them sleepless nights.
No, the MK party is not in discussion in any form or matter with the province of KwaZulu-Natal or the leadership of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal in particular. Right now, we are in a government of provincial unity with the NFP, the IFP, and the DA, and that is where we are. But I do want to clarify the matter of not working or talking to the MKP. It was not the ANC that went out and said we will not work with the MKP. It's MKP that went out before being asked by anyone, before any discussions were held. When they thought they were actually winning, they decided that they will not work with anyone at all. And when they realized that in KwaZulu-Natal in particular, they were only at 45%, they themselves said they will not work with the ANC. Now,
a question was put up to the ANC top 5 that if the ANC NEC decides to disband the ANC PEC in KZN, what are they going to do? Umdolo answered and said, no, if the ANC NEC decides to disband us, we'll just go back to the branches. We'll just be ordinary branch members and comply with a decision, NEC. So it tells me, because this reporter who asked this question had even the dates and said in December. Remember, in January, we have the ANC January 8th statement that will be in Cape Town. So khona okunukayo la eKZN, and even nayo le media briefing that they had yesterday, saying that they are happy with the DA and they are happy with the IFP, but Umtolo Uduma rather uthi banenkinga no MEC wakaKhokta uthula sizwe Buthelezi lo we-IFP uthathe izithombe zakhe wazifaka kuma-Vatirkan. How does one put his pictures on ama-water tankers? It's government property. Yabo uDuma wenza example ukuthi just imagine if usenza umchuno kungene ubuso bakhe kuma police vans. But they did emphasize that they are not going to leave the GPU. They are not going to leave the DA and the IFP. But a big but, what I think is that GPU bazophuma kuyona very soon. I think this was just a play. Okay, DA These are the issues that we have with the DA, the IFP. These are the issues that we have with the IFP. But sohlala kulo mshado, yabo. Abafuna ukuthi in few months, boom, sebejoyina i-partnership ne-MK, yabo. Bazokwenza kanjani bejoyina i-partnership ne-MK bengazisho ikhalazo zabo ukuthi okay, we have lezi ikhalazo lezi as i-ANC, yabo. Iyenzeni i-IFP ngazo lezi ikhalazo? Ayenze lutho ngayo. Iyenzeni i-DA ngalezi ikhalazo? Ayenze lutho i-DA ngabo. Boom, baphume kwi-GPU, bazojoyina with the MK party. Yabo. So I think this is just a play, chess nje.
But organizationally, the National Executive Committee of the ANC is the highest organ between conferences, and it's got an obligation to lead the organization in its entirety for the whole 5-year term. And in its wisdom, the National Executive Committee, which myself and the chair were part, can take any decision at any time regarding the functionality of its structures. What I can assure you is that those who are members of the ANC, genuine and loyal, once the decision of the National Executive Committee is taken, all members of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal and all its structures will abide by the decision of the National Executive Committee, because we are the subordinate of to the National Executive Committee, and we are the subordinate to the ANC. It's not any way around. Then when that decision comes, whenever it will come, if it will ever come, as the loyal members of the ANC will abide by that decision. And none of us here doesn't belong to a branch. We will go back to our branches. Of course, we are working, I'm speaking now as a member of the team that formed, who was leading the team that of the ANC that formed the GPU. That involved Comrade Cyril Xaba, Bamwezu Etuse, Comrade Spusi Sondabele, and Comrade Mike Mabuyakhulu. I can safely say we're working well with the parties in the provincial government of provincial unity. We're working very well with the IFP, we're working very well with the DA, we're working very well with the NFP. But what we have learned as the ANC is that within these parties, there are some uncontrollable individuals who not necessarily, as I think the issue of MEC Butelis, for example, it does mistakes every day. I think you have noticed not last week, end of this week, last week, where he went to Josini, and then, in fact, he started with something that is unprecedented, that putting his face in a government asset in terms of water tankers. And we are sure that the IFP is not happy about that. It's a matter of time. If they don't, to act, will be forced to force the IFP to act, because imagine if you go all over the country to find every state vehicle is serving the face of the president. Imagine how many state vehicles that are there. If this behavior of Putin can be allowed, it can create an impression that you can have motors about police, ambulances, everything having the face of the president. It's not that. Now, but it's a man who can see that he even undermines the IFP, because what the IFP is doing in the GPU overall and what he is doing as an individual, you can see that he is even undermining it.
Please share your thoughts down below. Wuthi, when do you think that the ANC will leave the GPU and join government with the MK party?